Ok, Miss Yolanda.
So a lot of students have said that maybe I should do this first instead of Windows, do this first. But sometimes we don't have time left at the end of the semester. So if I were to do this first, then maybe we wouldn't have time to do PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. But anyway, go ahead and save it to your digital footprints folder in Schoology, and we'll begin reading.
Okay. Morning. Morning.
Good morning, Elizabeth. Happy Friday. Good morning, Fosia. Happy Friday.
Me too.
Good morning. Thank you.
So we're going to the digital footprints folder in Schoology. And you're going to download the digital footprints document that you see there. And save it in the digital footprints folder in OneDrive. Excuse me. So we'll just read and talk about this. And then at the end of class, we'll talk about whether it's something important that we need to know about, or if it's just one of those subjects that is interesting. Okay, so let's begin reading. But anyone has any questions about anything anything else before we move on?
You are sharing, Miss Yolanda?
What's that?
You are sharing?
What?
Okay. I
What?
thought you didn't know. No, you are sharing a vaya.
Yeah, I'm fixing my window.
Okay.
Okay, so at the top of this document, you can see that footprint. And in that footprint, you have the logos. The logos, a logo is a graphic that a business uses as its representation. So inside that footprint, you'll see a whole bunch of companies in there, LinkedIn, YouTube, Google, Facebook. Some of them I'm not familiar with, Twitter. And then at the left of the footprint, at the top it says your digital footprint. A digital footprint is the trail of information that people leave online or using other communication devices. So it's not just what you leave online, right? It's a trail you use on your iPad, your phone, your computer. And then it lists some different types of digital footprints. Some are your favorite apps, websites you visit, messages that you send, videos that you download, pictures that you upload, music. Well, not only pictures that you can upload a lot of different things besides pictures.
Yeah, documents.
Mhm. Music that you download,
Yeah.
but like upload, you can download more than videos and music.
Mm.
Games that you play, comments that you post. And then at the bottom in red, it says, what will your digital footprint look like? So we're going to read about this to find out more about what they mean by your digital footprint. So Fozia, would you mind reading what's below that, please?
The one, okay. A digital footprint is a trail of data you create while using the internet. It includes the website you visit, emails you send, and information you submit to online
Services.
services. Okay. Digital footprint also include your browsing history, online subscription, uploaded photo or videos, things you liked.
Mm. Then put a period.
Sorry, some construction. My house is here.
Oh, okay.
You wanna
Thank
continue?
you.
Okay.
That's okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So Lubumi, could you please read the two boxes below that?
Yes, ma. A passive digital footprint or an unintentional digital footprint is a data tray you unintentionally leave online. This is data that is collected without you knowing. The second box, an active digital print or an intentional digital print includes footprints includes data that you intentionally submitted online.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So we have two kinds of digital footprints. Passive or unintentional. Unintentional is what they use on North Star. But a lot of websites use passive instead of unintentional. So passive, right, means what you do calmly. Unintentional means what you do without knowing. So I think that one, unintentional, is a better definition. If we right click on passive and go to synonyms, we have inactive, inert, passive voice, lifeless, reactive. Okay. And unintentional, let's see the synonyms for that. Accidental, inadvertent. Inadvertent means that you don't know that you're going to do or that you're doing something. Unintended, the same thing. You don't know. You don't mean to do it. Unplanned, right? Okay. So we'll first look at passive or unintentional. So from now on, we'll say unintentional rather than passive. So, Clara, could you read the box below this one, please?
Okay. Dice, type of passive or unintentional digital footprints.
Unintentional.
Unintentional types or passive or unintentional digital footprints. Number 1, search history. It is saved by someone search in engines.
Read that again.
Number 2,
Read that again.
number 1, search history. It is saved by someone search.
It doesn't say someone.
Yes. Number 1, search history. It is saved by some search engines. Number 2, when searching online and the website logs your IP address, which provides information about your location and internet service provider. Number 3, things that others post about us.
Thank you.
9,
So the unintentional digital footprints, these are things that you didn't know. But from today, it won't be unintentional for you anymore because now you will know, right? So your search history. Now remember, we're talking about digital footprints, right? You create footprints when you, let's say on the sand, right? You walk on the sand and you definitely will leave footprints. And as you walk, maybe from one point of a beach to another point, right? You're walking a path. And as you walk, you just leave those footprints and people can come and look at your footprints. They can see where the footprints started. They can see where the footprints ended. They can count how many footprints there are. They can see the size of the footprints and some other things about the footprints. So imagine that being either on the internet, on your computer device, on your phone. So some of the, let's say if you were blind, you would not be able to see those footprints, right? So you wouldn't know that you were leaving footprints. So that's the unintentional, right? You are leaving footprints, but you're blind and you don't even know that you're leaving footprints.
Mhm.
So your search history, any device that you use to search for information, or any program that you use, right? Like on your computer, you use your browser, right? Your browser provides you the ability to access or to use the internet. But the browser, every browser has a search engine as well. The search engine is what you use to look for things. So if I go to my Google Chrome, I open a new tab. You can see the address bar at the top. So this is the address bar. So you see the address bar at the top. And then down here, you see the search box. The search box, that's the search engine for Google Chrome browser. But also Google Chrome uses the address bar as a search engine as well. So both the address bar and the search bar are used as search engines in Google. So is everyone understanding the difference? If I were to enter, let's say YouTube, let me see, maybe.com. If I were to enter youtube.com in the search box, and I press enter, it will take me to YouTube website. And it does the same thing. Let me go back. It will do the same thing if I type youtube.com in the address bar. But that's new. That's new with Google. Before in Google, if you typed youtube.com in the search box, it wouldn't take you to the website. It would just give you a list of, I'm going to show you in Microsoft Edge. So Microsoft Edge does it the old way. Google Chrome, let's look at Microsoft Edge. If I open a new tab in Microsoft Edge, It also has the address bar at the top, and it has the search box as well. So if I type youtube.com in the address bar, and press enter, it takes me to the YouTube website. Let me go back. If I type youtube.com in the search box, it does not take me to the website. It takes me to a page where it gives me options to choose from to go to youtube.com. See, it gives us a list. This is what Google Chrome used to do. This is what Google Chrome used to do. It doesn't do it like this anymore. So the search box in Microsoft Edge is just a search box. It doesn't, it's not an address bar where you enter a website address and it takes you to the website. But in Google Chrome, both of them, the search box and the address bar in Google Chrome, the search box here and the address bar will both, if you enter the correct website address, youtube.com, carlosrosario.org, if you enter either of them in either the search box or the address bar in Google Chrome, it will take you directly to the website, not in Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge, the search box is just a search box, a search engine. And the address bar is the address bar where you can enter your website address and it will take you directly to that website. But they are both search engines as well, right? So if I were to enter Carlos Rosario in the address bar, Carlos Rosario, and I press enter, you'll see it give me a list about Carlos Rosario. It gives me options to go to about Carlos Rosario Facebook, Carlos Rosario men's basketball, Carlos Rosario International Public Charter School, Carlos Rosario, a backup forward at Washington State. Let me go back. But also the search box, that is the search engine, will do the same. Carlos Rosario. Press enter. So both Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge both of the search bar and the search box are search engines. Search engines. So a search engine is what you use to look things up. That's what a search engine is. So for instance, if you want to look up what are digital footprints, footprints in the search box, it will give us a list of websites that talk about digital footprints. And then you can find, you can choose, you know, usually it's best to go to different websites to get the information, because different websites will have different types of information. So to get a full understanding, it's best to visit several of the websites provided by the search engine. But guess what? Did you know that everything that you search for on the internet, whether you enter the search in the address bar or in the search box, all of that is saved. Raise your hand if you knew that everything that you search for in a browser, everything that you search for is saved, every single thing. Raise your hand if you knew that. Okay, and let me show you. Let me show you. Let's go to Google Chrome. Go to Google Chrome, and it has these three dots to the right of the address bar, right? This is the address bar. And you come to the far right, you see these three dots.
Yes.
Some people call that the snowman. You click on that, you go to history. And here at the top, you click history. You have everything that you have searched for as long as you've been using the Google Chrome search engine. Everything that you have searched for. Every single thing that you have searched for since you started using Google Chrome search engine. Just in case you didn't know. So that's why it is listed here as an unintentional digital footprint, because not everyone knows that every little thing that they have searched for in any search engine, in any browser, is saved.
Where in the phone also I can see the search history
I'm
in
sorry.
my cell phone.
Oh, yes, you can see it also in your cell phone.
Oh,
Yeah. In fact, I haven't learned how to empty um, my search engine on my
Mhm.
phone yet. I have to figure out how to empty my search.
Very
Yeah, on my cell phone.
okay. You can't delete it, eh? You can?
You can
Erase the
contact, but there's no such thing as deleting stuff
you can
Oh,
on the
erase.
internet, right?
oh, in the internet. Okay, right.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it does. The search engine takes, I mean, the browser you use to go on the internet.
Mm.
So all that search history is saved by Google.
Mm.
All that search history is saved by Google. That's how they make money. Let me show you where they save all that stuff. Let me show you. I'm gonna type in here server farms, server farms. That's what they call them, server farms. I'm gonna go to images. So server farms. Let's see, like this here, this building here, all of this building contains these servers. Remember when we talked about servers?
Yeah.
This whole building, all of this building contains a bunch of servers. Remember, a server is a type of computer, but it's a very powerful computer, right? So all of these racks, these are racks that you see here. That's what this building looks like. It has rows and rows and columns of these server racks.
You say rats or rocks?
Let me write it down. Server racks. Browsers. Used to access the internet. search engine. Server racks. So a browser is what you use to access the internet. Let me see, I have a name of a bunch of different browsers. Give me one moment. So every browser, so these on the left, these are popular browsers, right? There are more browsers than these, but these are the ones that are used most often, right? Google Chrome is number one. 90% of people use Google Chrome, 90%. Then Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge keeps trying to take away users from Google Chrome, but so far they are not able to. Safari is what Mac computers, right? Apple computers use Safari. Opera is another browser, and so is Mozilla Firefox. And each browser has a default search engine. So Google Chrome browser, the search engine name is Google, not Google Chrome, Google. That's why they say, why don't you Google this? Why don't you Google that, right? They don't say, why don't you Google Chrome this? Why don't you Google Chrome that? No, the Google Chrome search engine name is Google. That's why they say, Google, why don't you, if you want to know where Panama is located, go ahead and Google it. Because that's the search engine, Google. Microsoft Edge, the search engine, the default search engine is Bing. Safari, the default search engine is Yahoo. Opera, the default search engine is DuckDuckGo. And Mozilla Firefox, the default search engine is Ask. But you can change, you can
Can
go.
you say that again? Can you say that again? You said Mozilla, Microsoft Edge search engine is
Right here. Can you see it?
no.
Go to Zoom. Am I sharing, class?
Yeah, you are sharing the document that you write it when you number one browsers, number two
Oh,
search
okay.
engine.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, here. Sorry about that.
Thank you, ma.
Thanks. So I was saying that the popular browsers are here: Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Safari, Opera, Mozilla Firefox. Those are the most used browsers, right? And a browser is used to access the internet. If you don't have a browser, you cannot get on the internet. So these are the most popular browsers. Google Chrome is the most popular. 90% of people use Google Chrome. And then Microsoft Edge comes in second. Then Safari. Safari is used by Apple computers. Then Opera, and then Mozilla Firefox. So each of these browsers have a default search engine. For Google Chrome, the default search engine is Google. That's why I was saying that. That is why people say, Google this, Google that, right? Google your name. Google Carlos Rosario. Google, what is the universe, right? They don't say, Google Chrome your name, Google Chrome Carlos Rosario, Google Chrome, what is the universe? They don't say it that way. They say, Google. Google this, Google that. Because Google is the name of the Google Chrome search engine. Google Chrome is the browser. The browser is the one that you click on to get to Schoology, to get to North Star. That's the browser. And the search engine is part of the browser. The search engine is part of the browser. So the search engine is what allows you to search for anything that you want to know. The address bar is what you use to go to a website. So you type the website address in the address bar, and it takes you to that website. So each of these browsers has a default search engine. Google Chrome has Google, Microsoft Edge has Bing, Safari, Yahoo, Opera, DuckDuckGo, and Mozilla Firefox is
Axe.
and read down here. A search engine uses programs called algorithms to search items you enter and then ranks the websites in order of most popular. So when you type something in a search engine, it searches for the items and it gives you websites. It gives you websites that contain that information. And it orders those websites according to the most popular, not the most correct information, not the most true information, but the most popular. So let me make that available to you in the digital footprints folder in Schoology. Browsers and search engines. Here it is. So whenever you want to look at it, it's available in the digital footprints folder in Schoology. So now let's go back to this. So your search history. Your search history is saved by some search engines, right? Not all. Not all. Like for instance, in Mozilla Firefox, their search engine, no, I'm sorry, not Mozilla. In Opera, they use the DuckDuckGo search engine. This search engine supposedly does not save your search history. But most of all the other search engines will save your search history. Every single thing that you search for. That's why they have all of these server farms with all of these server racks and thousands and thousands, if not millions and millions of servers to save all of that stuff that you create, all of that information that you make when you go on the internet. They have those servers where they save all of it. And once it is saved, a lot of people ask if you can delete it. You can delete it from where you put it. You can delete it from where you put it. But it's still saved on those servers. It is still saved on those servers. So you might not be able to see it where you deleted it, but they still have it saved. They still have it saved. And they're not giving it up. They have it saved because they make money with it. They make a lot of money with it. Okay, so the next unintentional digital footprint is when searching online and the website logs your IP address, which provides information about your location and internet service provider. We're going to read about IP addresses when we come back from break. But an IP address is absolutely important and necessary. Without an IP address, you don't use the internet.
Okay.
What's that?
I say okay. I didn't say okay.
And then other unintentional is things that other people post about you. Sometimes they will tell you, sometimes they don't. And if they don't tell you, you don't know. You don't know that someone posted something about you or posted your picture or unless they tell you. So all of those are unintentional digital footprints. Okay, let's take our break. Let's come back at 10:33.
Mr. Yolanda,
Mm-hmm.
are you going to still do the typing and put it in the today's Friday?
Monday.
I'm sorry. No, not the tests. The one we do every Friday. Are you going to do today?
We haven't, you've been doing that on your own for the past couple
Yes,
of months?
yes.
You've been doing that on your own for
Yes, I am.
a couple of months.
So continue until the end of the class, the school.
That's
That's
what we have been doing for the past couple of months.
I know, okay. No, since we take a test, I think we stop. Okay.
If you want to stop, you can stop, but
No, I practice. So
yeah, I encourage everyone to continue to practice.
no. when we finish the school. So is there any way we can go back to practice this? Which app? This app you can work?
Yeah, you keep it. It's yours. You use it for as long as you want.
So I can go to Schoology and log in and practice this typing?
No, you need to write down
Typing.com.
your username and password because you need to write down your username and password because after the semester, I'll show you how to get to view this, but you should write down your username and password outside and don't keep going to Schoology to find it.
Okay.
Take a picture of it so that you'll have it on your phone.
Thank you.
Mhm. We're back.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Lubumi, could you read the box on the right, please?
Types of active intentional digital footprints.
Read that again.
Types of active or intentional digital footprints. Number one, sending emails. Number two, a profile on Facebook or Twitter. Number three, anything that you have written or has been written about you on social media platforms. Number four, posting pictures and videos. Number five, links.
Liking.
Okay, liking and sharing posts on social media.
Thank you. So things that you should know, that's why it's called intentional digital footprints. These are things that you should know, that you're leaving digital footprints, that you're leaving information about yourself online. Whenever you send emails. That's why if you sent an email back in, if you were alive in 1980, if you sent an email in 1980, you can go back and find that email because they have saved it. It's been saved. Number two, a profile on Facebook or Twitter. That one is even worse because on those platforms, anything that you post on there doesn't belong to you anymore. It belongs to them. You post a picture of yourself, it belongs to them. You write a poem, it belongs to them. But most people don't know that because they don't read the terms of service, the privacy statements, they don't read it. So they don't know that they're giving up all of their stuff whenever they post it on those platforms. Anything that you have written or people have written about you, that you know about, that's all intentional, because if you had read the terms of service, you know what they do with your information. Posting pictures, posting videos, all of that stuff is saved. Even though you go back and you're, oh no, I don't think that's a good idea that I posted that, let me delete it. There's no such thing as deleting. I mean, sometimes you can contact the websites and ask them to remove it from their systems, but most of them are not because they are making money. They are there to make money off of your personal stuff. And liking, right? You click, you see something funny or interesting or important, and you click, I like this. They know who liked it. They know you. They have saved that. And you need to know that they are saving that. And there are reasons why they are saving that. They can make money in so many different ways with you clicking on that for political stuff or commercial stuff. You name it, they will find a way to make money with your information. So now we see, now for you, there are no unintentional digital footprints because you know now about your saved history on search engines. You know that they can see your IP address and know where you live. They know what internet service provider you're using. They know you. The only thing that might remain unintentional for you is when someone posts something about you and you don't know. They don't tell you, you don't know. That's about the only thing that remains unintentional for you now. Any questions or any comments?
No, Miss Yolanda.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's review this. So remember that a browser is what you use to access the internet. Without a browser, you cannot get on the internet. And remember that browsers are Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Safari, Opera, Mozilla Firefox. But there are many more browsers out there, many more. But not too many people use them. And also that a search engine is part of a browser. Each browser has a default search engine. You can go in and change the search engine that you want to use. Like for instance, DuckDuckGo claims that they do not save your search information. And there are some other things they say that they do to protect you. Yeah. But all of the other ones are saving and making money off of your information. Also remember that a search engine uses algorithms to search items, and the algorithms make it so that they fit what they think is your profile, right? Your profile tells them who you are, what you do, how you do it. That's your profile. So these algorithms will try to match your profile and show you those things that match your profile. Not necessarily the things that are true, not necessarily the things that are most important. No, fit your profile that are most popular.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on. Any questions, comments? Just throw them out there.
Mm-mm.
And remember this, everyone who uses the internet has a digital footprint.
Yeah.
The minute you get on the internet from the first time, bang, you left a digital footprint. So this is an exercise, but it's completed already. So this exercise was supposed to have you copy and paste in the text boxes below 4 pictures to demonstrate some examples of intentional and unintentional digital footprints. So this picture displays an intentional digital footprint. So things that you deliberately create to share information about yourself. You are controlling the content, whether it's a negative or positive content. Okay, and this picture over here, recruitment and your digital footprint, aware of yours. Your next employer probably will be the joy of tech. Okay, so this one says, unemployable due to stupid personal stuff I put on my Facebook page. You hear about people doing things and it comes online and the employer sees it and they fire the people. Yeah, that's what that's about. Me too. So this one did the same thing. Let's see this one. For me, it was an embarrassing YouTube video. So be careful what you post. So this one is also intentional. Now let's look at some unintentional. Your internet address or IP address. This is what an IP address looks like. This is the old one and this is the new one here.
Miss Yolanda,
Mm-hmm.
we can change our IP address on our computer,
We can.
in our phone.
I don't know about phones.
Okay.
And another unintentional is bank statement and account information, credit scores, purchasing histories, criminal records, education records, internet browsing habits, physical locations visited, right? Because when you walk around with your phone, you're leaving digital footprints because the phone tells anyone that wants to find out where you have been. Anywhere you go with your phone, there's a record of that. So that's, if you didn't know, now you know. So it's not unintentional anymore. when you carry your phone around with you. Like a lot of these silly criminals, they carry their phone and they send messages on their phone about what they did, but they don't even have to send any messages. They just have to go from one place to another with their phone, and the police will figure out where they were at a certain time. So now let's look at what is an IP address. Let's see. Elizabeth, could you read that, please? What is an IP address?
What is an IP address? IPv6?
Don't read that. An IPv4, that's all.
Okay. An IP address is a numeric address that is assigned to every single computer, printer, router, or any other device that is part of a computer network, so that the internet knows where to send your emails and data. Without an IP address, emails couldn't be delivered. You would not be able to connect with other websites, nor would you be able to access anything on the internet, nor the school's computers for that matter. Imagine sending a letter in the mail without any addresses. The postal service would have to throw away the letter because they would not know where to send it, nor how to return it to you. It is the same with an IP address. It gets with an IP address, it gets things where they have to go and where they have to return. There are two types of IP addresses. IPv4 is the older version. They created it with a maximum of 1 billion addresses. They ran out of addresses recently and had to create a new system. The new system is called IVP6. This new system has an unlimited number of IP addresses and it is never expected to run out. To view the IP addresses on your computer, do the following. In Windows 8 and 10, select the search bar, start typing view network connections, and then select it in the list. In Windows 7, open network connections by selecting the start button and selecting control panel in the search box. Type adapter, and then under network and sharing center, select view network connections.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So IP address, it's a must on the internet. No IP address, no internet. So it's not actually numeric. The original IPv4, the V stands for version. So IP, one moment, IP, oops. So IP,
Miss Yolanda, are you recording?
yes. IP, and the V stands for Internet Protocol. Version. version and then a number, right? So IP stands for Internet Protocol, and the V stands for version, and then you'll have a number. So there are only two. There's the Internet Protocol version 4 and the Internet Protocol version 6. Internet Protocol. So the original Internet Protocol version 4, you see how short it was? And it was only numeric. And each number was separated by a period. So they created about 1 billion of those. And in the 90s, they realized that they were going to run out. So they had to go and find a different system for IP addresses. So now when they created the IP addresses system, 1 billion, people didn't have computers in their homes. They didn't have printers in their homes. They didn't have routers in their homes. So they figured, well, 1 billion will take us till the next 5 centuries, right? But then things changed. They started creating computers, personal computers that people could take home, right? They could go to the store, buy it, and carry it home. So then everyone needed, and then not only were they able to take computers home, but then the internet came into being and everyone wanted to be on the internet. And then personal printers became available. Everyone wanted a printer at home. And along with the internet, of course, you needed a router or a modem. Back then it was a modem. Now it's a router that you need to connect to the internet. So all of those things require an IP address. So in one household, you might need, these days, you might need 5 or 6 different IP addresses. I'm talking about a household with a family. You might need that many IP addresses for each device. So the IPv4 ran out very fast. So they came up with this new system, right? IP Internet Protocol version 6. And it's alphanumeric, right? Alpha means alphabet, numeric means numbers. So you have numbers and you have letters in this new one. So they think that they'll never run out. They thought they would never run out with this as well, right? So let's see. We might not be alive when it runs out, but I'll be laughing somewhere when it happens. So you can see the IP version, Internet Protocol version 6.
Oh, that one's IP address too.
Huh?
That's a click and control click, it says.
Where?
The one, the IPv6.
Where says control?
When I put the mouse there,
It's not a hyperlink. It's
yeah,
not
I
a-
see. I see hyperlink. Yeah, it's hyperlink.
Oh. Oh, it's a hyperlink. What is my IP address.com? Oh, wow. I never knew that this. Okay. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
Mhm.
Yeah, both IP address. What is my? Oh, maybe that's where I got it from. I think that's where I got it from. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's where I got it from. Okay. Okay, so there's my IP address. So this one is the IP version 6. This is the IP version 6. Well, this is not correct because I'm not using Comcast. Oh no, this is someone else's. This is someone else's status. No, this is not for me. Receive the latest, no, my IP.
Mhm.
Let me see, my IP. My IP. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so it shows my internet protocol version 6. So now I have one. I didn't have one before. And my internet protocol version 4. Oh, okay. And it shows it's a Verizon. No, this is not me.
I think the link is open only for you, not for us.
No, it's not for you. You have to
Yeah.
click to get your own.
That's not required for us.
IP lookup. Lookup IP address location. Okay, let me close this. Okay. Thanks for pointing that out. I didn't realize it was I thought I had written that out, so I probably copied and pasted this.
Oh.
Okay, so an IP address, you have the example of the postal service, right? You write a letter, you put it in an envelope, and then you put the envelope in the mailbox without putting the address of where it's supposed to go. And you didn't put your address, the return address. So what can the post office do with that? The only thing they can do is throw it in the garbage, because nowhere to know where to send it to, nowhere to know where to return it to. The same with an IP address. The minute you get on the internet, either you already have an IP address or you are assigned an IP address. And that IP address allows you to go from one site to another site, allows you to do different things on the internet. Also, these browsers are able to use your IP address to make money, because they get that information And not only do they get that information, but they get information about you. Where is it that you live? Who is your internet service provider? And who knows what else, what other kind of information they're able to get. And at the bottom, it shows us how to view our current IP address. So let's do this together. If you have a computer with Windows 8 or Windows 10, so all of our computers has Windows 10, you go to the search bar and you type view network. I think just view network and it will show probably just view. So type V-I-E-U. No, I'm sorry, W. V-I-E-W. And now look to see if you see view network connections. So make sure it's view network connections because there are a lot of view there. If you don't see view network connections, you continue space and the letter N. Okay, now you should be able to see view network connections. If you don't see view network connections, let me know.
I see.
Okay, let's go ahead and click on it. View network connections. And here we go. You have Bluetooth network connection. You have Ethernet. I used to use Ethernet, but I changed my internet service provider. So now I have Wi-Fi. I use Wi-Fi.
And the cellular.
Oh, you have oh, right, yeah, because you have AT&T.
Yeah, cellular.
Mm-hmm. So the ones that have the X, that means that you're not using those.
Okay.
So the one without the X, that's the one that you click on. So just click on the one without the X. And let's see, what do we do?
That's my apartment number, internet.
Well, it said internet,
What's that?
X with the one it said internet.
What's that?
Which one I have to click? I have to click internet, the one has X internet.
No. The one that does not have the red X.
One has cellular.
Look for the red X.
Yeah, there is two X.
Okay, so which one does not have a red X? You don't have one without a red X?
There is a cellular and Wi-Fi.
Hello, hello. Do you have one without a red X?
Without a red X, I have two.
Which ones?
Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. No, but Wi-Fi and cellular.
So you have Wi-Fi there?
Yes. Oh, okay. Got it. No, don't worry about it. Cellular.
Okay.
Because the Wi-Fi is, I use my own Wi-Fi today. That's why it shows maybe. Because they give me my own IP. I see it.
So which internet are you using?
Today I use my own cell phone internet.
Phone? Okay. So go ahead and click the one without the red X. I'm sorry, double click on it.
So my own internet, that means I'm double click.
Double click on it.
Okay.
And then you get this dialog box with that says Wi-Fi status at the top, or
Yeah.
or whatever you're using, status at the top.
Yeah, status.
Yeah.
And then there's only one tab, general. And then below that it says connection.
Mhm.
And you have IPv4 connectivity, internet on the right, and IPv6 connectivity, internet.
Mhm.
And then media state, it's enabled.
Yes.
So your internet is active. And then
Miss
you
Yolanda,
have,
Miss Yolanda, I don't know how you get to this point. You said go on the search button and write and type view internet connection.
mhm.
I
And
did, but it gave me options.
click view internet connection. Oh, I'm sorry, no, not internet. View network connections, not internet. View network connections. Click on view network connections.
View network.
I don't
View-
have that, Miss Yolanda.
What?
I don't have view
No,
network.
no. She didn't do from the beginning.
Okay.
So go on the search button down right here. The
Yeah,
start button.
look with me, you can't see it. When you type view, it's gonna come. View connection internet is gonna come.
Do I need to go on Chrome or just
No,
go to
Under the taskbar. There is, it say, there is a task in the taskbar, the left side, I type here to search.
view? View.
Miss Yolanda, I have to go.
Okay, have a good day, good weekend.
You too. Bye,
Yeah.
everyone.
Miss Yolanda, I am
Bye, have a
leaving
good
too
weekend.
early. Miss Yolanda, I am leaving too.
Okay, have a good day, good weekend.
Thank you so much for everything and have a
So it come up to like Bluetooth network connection 2, cellular network, cellular AT&T 2, Ethernet and Wi-Fi. Which one do you want me to click on, please?
The one that does not have the red X.
Okay, cellular.
You double click on it.
Okay, I double click. It brings options: cellular status, general connection.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
I saw the IP connectivities.
Okay, now just wait for her with me, okay?
Thank you.
And then the SSID, that's the name of your connection. It tells me that I'm using Fios because I'm using Verizon. And then duration, 12 hours. Is it? Okay, speed, my speed is 866.7. What's your speed?
Okay,
Aki, what's your speed?
72.2 Mbps. What does that Mbps stand for?
Megabits per second.
Megabit per second. Mbps, megabits per second. Okay.
Megabits per second. Megabits per second. Okay. And then you have your signal quality. Mine is very strong. Then you have details. Go ahead and click details. And you get the network connection details.
Yolanda, which one we have to click first?
Below signal quality or signal quality
Detail?
details.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
And now you can look for IPv
6.
IPv4 address. You'll have both of them. You'll have an IPv4 address and an IPv6 address. So you can see both of them.
Yes, different places, but it is there.
No, you have other things are different. It's just the IPv4 address and the IPv6 address. Because you have IPv4 subnet mask, you have lease obtained, you have IPv4 default gateway. So you have a lot of different IPv4 and IPv6. So we're looking for IPv4 address and IPv6 address.
I got it. I got it. Okay.
And that's how you find your IP address. Any questions?
So how do I know those two only my address, my IP address?
How do you know what?
How do I know that is my IP address?
Explain
Because
what you
here-
mean by that.
No, here is a lot of things, IVP, DHCP server, DSL.
What did I just say?
Okay,
Aki?
okay, I'm
What
sorry.
did I just say?
He said. And I'm stupid, really. He said address, not other thing. Okay. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, it's there, but I don't know what. 92168.
Any other questions?
113.
Go ahead.
TV6.
Lubumi, you raise your hand. You have a question? Well, ask the question.
Why the IPv?
I'm sorry, Aki. I'm talking to Lubumi.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were mine.
Lubumi, you had a question? Ask it. Go ahead.
Your microphone is mute, Lubumi.
I saw IP gateway. What do they mean by that?
Oh, we are not talking about anything else. We're just talking about IPv4 address and IPv6 address.
Okay.
Any
No
other
problem.
questions?
Thank you, ma.
Aki, what were you saying?
It is long, the one IPv3. 6.
Yeah, so it won't run out. They're hoping it won't run out by the end of the century, so maybe it won't run out. But who knows what's gonna happen? They didn't think that we would ever need to change from IPv4. They created 1 billion IPv4 numbers. I don't know how many with the IPv6. I mean, it's a lot. It's probably trillions with the IPv6. But who knows what's gonna happen? Okay, let's close it.
Miss Yolanda, when you click it, it selects, but there is nothing to do with it.
What?
We find IPv4 or v6, but when we click, it selects. But there is nothing option here. Why it selects?
We're just looking at the IPv4
Okay, close it.
and the IPv6 address.
okay.
That's all we're looking at.
Okay, close it.
Yes.
Miss Yolanda,
Mm-hmm.
I have a flyer. There is the FAFSA. It's called FAFSA for any college. Anybody want to go college? So they can't afford to pay. So there is a guy always, he does my FAFSA. It is a Pell Grant for students. So Monday I will print it and bring it to you, so you can tell if anybody wants it.
Can you share on the screen?
Yes, I'll bring you. I will bring tomorrow, because the guy, he said he can't give to anybody is suffering or wanna be college, but they don't have money.
You didn't get one?
If anybody that can't afford to pay the college, but they want to go to college.
Hello.
Yes,
Did you get one?
yes, I got. It's in the other computer. I
Oh,
will transfer to my computer, then share you Monday
okay.
for student. Anybody wanted.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, so. Okay, so that's what an IP address is. And then there's an exercise 2, number 2. Click in the box, in the text box, to apply the color of your choice to the correct answer. Oh, that's not clear enough. Click in the text box to apply a color of your choice. What is an IP address? I don't like this exercise because some of the questions are not clear. Okay, but if we move to page 5, we have these statements. Online life is both public and online life is both public and permanent. 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 Huh? What was that? So remember that anything you do online is permanent because they are saving every single thing that you're doing online. When posting online, always think about what you are posting. Consider if it is true. Is it helpful? Is it important? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Always remember that. True, helpful, important, necessary, kind. Next one, things that you post on the spur of the moment, during a funny moment, or when you are upset or angry, can come back years later to affect you. Because all that stuff that you posted when you were happy and feeling funny, or when you were upset or when you were angry, everything is saved and it will come back at some point. The last one, some types of cookies are used by certain websites to track your movement from one website to the next. These cookies will allow for advertisements that are targeted specifically to you because they collect data about what things you search for, the things you purchase, or things that you have shown a preference for. So I'm going to go to Schoology, and in Schoology, inside the digital footprints folder, there are a whole bunch of videos. I'm going to share a little bit at a time. I'm going to share one about digital footprints. Just one, this time about digital footprints. Oh, and then there's a movie, The Social Dilemma, about Facebook, the history of Facebook. I mean, but of course it's a movie, so some things might be true, something might not be. So I'm gonna post that if you wanna watch it. It's an hour, almost 2 hours movie. And then okay, another one about your digital breadcrumbs. Okay, and then the one about cookies. Okay, so if you have time, maybe you can watch one or two or as many as you might want. Any questions?
Thank you. That was very important.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's why some students said you should teach that at the beginning of the semester. But I don't know. I will consider it, maybe teach some things at the beginning of the semester. Anything else? Okay, so then enjoy your day and your weekend.
Thank you.
Don't forget, next week we are in person Monday through Friday. Okay.
Thank you. Have a good weekend, everybody. Thank you so much for that information.
Bye, everyone. See you Monday.
Thank you.
Enjoy your weekend.
Enjoy your weekend too. I do really